Welcome to the Writers Corner live show. On this show, we connect authors to each other and we help readers find new authors to love. You will meet both seasoned as well as aspiring authors on the show. We invite you to get the backstory of our featured author for this week, and that is none other than Lacie Carpenter. Lacie has co written a book called Profile of a Hit Songwriter, and you don't want to miss the backstory to this. So don't go away, we'll be right back. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Writers Corner live show. I'm your host, Brigitte Limbender. I'm a talk show host, a producer, and a live streaming advocate, and I love interviewing brands, entrepreneurs, authors, and anyone in the social good space who would like to tell their stories. My co host is Mary E. Jackson. She's an award winning author of the children's Foolicious book series. She's also currently working on an exciting movie screenplay and will be releasing a new book soon, and we'll ask her about that another time. Mary is also a wife and a mom to three beautiful inspirations. She's also a special needs and disabilities advocate and lives in Nashville in the USA. I live in Cape Town in South Africa, so please do let us know where you are watching us from. We would love to know. So, welcome to the show, Mary.
Hi, Brigitte. How are you today?
I'm well. I'm well. I'm still all dressed up in a polo neck because I'm still having problems with my neck. But other than that, I'm good. Thank you for asking. And you?
I'm doing well. We're not in the middle of a hurricane coming, so we're doing pretty good. 95 degrees, sunny outside, and excited about what a gorgeous day we have here. And praying for all the people who are in where it has been and where it's heading. So it'd be nice if it just gets kind of swept out to sea. But being from Florida, I keep up with all that, and watching it and, connecting with friends and family back there to make sure everybody's ready. So, but I'm excited today for our show because Lacie Carpenter is finally on, and she is she's just a super lady, and she's a powerhouse, man. She's on a trail blazing forward. So I'm so excited that we could grab her to be on here for a few minutes with us and kind of let us know what's going on in her life. And actually the book she's going to be talking about, my daughter and I got to go to the release party for that, which was a lot of fun and it was exciting. And she played some music while we were there, and so they're having a good time. She and Thornton Klein are having a really good time with the book, and I think it's doing really well. Actually, my girls were at Barnes & Noble over the weekend and saw the book at Barnes & Noble in the music book section. So that's exciting when your book is in Barnes & Noble,
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to first welcome our audience. We've got an audience on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Periscope, and on Twitter. So welcome, everyone. Please feel free to comment. Let us know where you're from. Say hello. And if you've got any questions for Lacie, then please let us know that in the comments as well. So our special guest is Lacie Carpenter. She was born and raised in Texas, and she now lives in Nashville. She grew up singing and playing all kinds of musical instruments, but the violin and the fiddle, she says, is her absolute favorite. She's graduated. She's got a degree in music education with a specialization in violin performance and an MS in psychology. She teaches private lessons in many musical crafts, writing courses, and performs globally. And she says performing is what she loves, no matter what the genre. Shall we invite her onto the show?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's do that. And welcome to the show, Lacie.
Hi, thank y'all so much for having me.
No, we're so excited. Did you like that music?
I did. I really like that music.
I figured that you would. I thought you would. You know, I have to say that's one thing I did not know about you until recently, that you have your MS in psychology. I did not know because I thought, because all I've ever known you is in the music world
Oh
and
yeah, I also
author world. Yes.
right. I teach psychology at a local college as well.
Wow.
Holy cow. I told you she's a trailblazer. She just doesn't mess around. So she's got big shoes to fill, doesn't she?
You sure are a lady of many, many talents.
Mhm.
What has been your inspiration growing up as a child? I mean, did you, as a kid, did you always feel that you would be what you are now, or did that kind of
Yes.
okay, tell us a bit about that. What was it that got your interest in music in the first place? What lit the fire for you?
My mom bought me a baby's baby grand piano and I
Hmm.
just started playing. I picked it up and I started playing Memories from Cats. I don't even have a clue. I've never taken a lesson. I
How old were
was
you?
3.5, 4 years old.
Wow.
And of course, my mom was like, I don't know what to do with this child. So I think music just came to me. I really didn't understand why I could just pick up anything and play it. But when I was 9 years old, I went to a Burt Bacharach concert and I screamed out in front of the world, I'm going to be you when I grow up. And and we'll talk about this a little later in the book. We did get to interview Burt Bacharach, and he remembered that weird little girl that screamed out she was going to be him they grew when I grew up, and
How surreal.
that's
How
how it all started.
Oh my gosh, how surreal though for you to interview him and him to remember that. You
I
know?
know, and I would, I thought that, oh, he's just pulling my leg, he's just saying that. No, he remembered the town, the concert hall, and the hotel, and how they didn't bring him the right breakfast order. I 91 years old and still hot.
Oh, that's
Oh my goodness. So how did I'm keen to know how did the psychology get into the music? Like tell us a bit about that.
I've always felt a higher calling than to just play music, but I want to heal through music.
mm,
So I thought maybe music therapy, which is an amazing therapy. But then I thought I could do even more through sound healing and therapy, as well as performing and having a sort of a psychology of it all when I'm putting on a performance. So when I do my one woman show, it goes all the way from my classical training to my hard rock training and my bluegrass. And I want people to know that they can be healed through music in any
mm,
type of way. So I went into psychology, but I built orchestra programs for 7 years in Texas in kind of the rougher neighborhoods. And I needed to be able to understand where they were coming from. So I began my master studies in psychology while I was still teaching.
Wow. So you really sought out to reach people through their music. And I think this is an often misunderstood thing. I mean, I've understood from an early age how music influenced me. It influences how I feel.
mhm,
Yes.
The kind of music I listen to and the environment in which I listen to that music has a huge influence on me. And you got that from an early age as well. And you decided to take that further and study it and be more purposeful about the music that you put out. So you were on a mission, not just to make music, but to make people feel better about themselves. And that's
mhm,
phenomenal.
Absolutely. Thank you. I hope to make people feel something. Sometimes we go into a concert and we've had a really hard day at work.
mhm,
My job is to make them feel better, to smile, to feel happy, to dance. to cry, to get whatever emotion is needed to get out.
Right.
Look who's in the audience. We should have, I kept thinking earlier, we should have had Thornton on the show as well.
Yes, yes, we do. We'll have to bring them back. And you know, when we booked this, when we booked it so far back, I don't think y'all knew the release date of the book.
We didn't.
Yes. So, and everybody being so busy, we'll just have to bring you both back on. Absolutely. So.
Perfect.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just so great that you guys have hooked up. I'm so excited that you guys have hooked up and gotten together. Sorry, Brigetti, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. I was going to say the same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, It's just amazing that the two of you, you know, have found each other.
Yeah, and Thornton actually introduced Lacie and I about, this October will be 3 years ago at the book festival in Nashville. Remember, I got to meet you and I got to meet Brenda. Yes. And then actually my girls last summer when they had their first photo shoot, when we were working on their single, Lacie came for a little while with us out while we were doing that. And then she and I are always like, okay, we need to get together. Okay, we need to get together. And then our schedules get so crazy that we don't get to it. But then I get to pop into her book release party and get to see her there, which is nice. And then we'll get to see each other this Thursday at a gala event, which is awesome. And but what she and Thornton have done is phenomenal, and you should tell everybody about your book, this one at least, and then there's a couple others, right? So
yes, there are a couple of others.
This is amazing. You're a singer songwriter. You play musical instruments. You do psychology. You're so multifaceted, and now you've added author to what you do. How did that come about? Tell us a little bit, you know, what got you to wanting to become an author as well?
Well, that was another thing that started a long time ago. When I was about 8 years old, I had this feeling that I needed to write poetry. And I just started writing and writing and writing and writing. But then that poetry became scripts, and those scripts became books. And eventually I figured I might want to be an author. So I just kept writing and writing and writing and writing. And I have stacks of writing in my mom's house back in Texas. I have them in here, my apartment here in Nashville. Just tons of writing that I need to transfer into a computer and start sending them out to hopefully get published one day. But it's just been recently since we started pushing the books out and co-writing with other people. And of course, the book that did really come out, The Profile of a Hit Songwriter.
Oh, wait, I want to put you on full screen. Just show the book again.
It's beautiful. Profile of a Hit Songwriter.
It's a gorgeous book. That really love that.
It's nice and big, but it's also pretty thin too, so you can just easily carry it whenever you need to with your laptop if you're studying or writing. It's a great
so tell everybody, did I see you post recently that a school had ordered or was renting the book or something?
Yes, there's a textbook company that is allowing their students to, or there is a, both Thornton and I shared it. I can't remember the university, but they are allowing their students to rent this textbook.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
That means that there's a songwriting class out there utilizing this book, which is perfect.
I know, that's so cool. How exciting.
That is absolutely amazing. So tell me, who is this book intended for? What was your thought process behind getting this book published?
Well, it was actually Thornton. He came to me and he said, Hal Leonard mentioned that they needed some more thought-provoking songwriting books, something that was different. There's a million songwriting books out there. And I said, well, what about the psychology of it all? makes the difference between a hit songwriter and someone who just sits on the corner and
Yeah.
or sits in their house or tries to write songs and while they're in the shower? What's the difference? I said, there's a profile. There must be a profile to it, and thus Profile of a Hit Songwriter was born. He then pitched it to Hal Leonard Centerstream Publishing, and a few months later, we got the go-ahead. We got the green light. That was after we had written a few chapters. So we had already written about two or three chapters before we got the green light. But we also had a dream team of people, from pediatricians, psychotherapists, and producers, and of course hit songwriters. So the book has everybody in it, from New York to LA, Nashville, you name it. There are people in it that are from just phenomenal human beings, as well as hit songwriters and producers. But the thought process was, we need to get down to the root of it. What's the cause?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Versus people who are not hit songwriters, or even just a one-hit wonder. What is that difference?
Right. And, it's amazing that y'all have done that, because, there's like 1% of the, people are as interested in this, right? Because you want to hang out or talk to or be around the people who are doing what you want to do, that are doing it successfully. So you've got all these formulas for like the top 1% in the world that own all the money and all the successful business people and whatever genre people are in. So you guys have finally done it for this, which I'm sure has been a long time waiting, without people really realizing it. And then it's like, I think this book is going to it's going to go probably beyond what you guys even imagine that it will do success-wise, I think. And I think it's going to be around, I think it's one of those that'll be around forever,
I hope so. I hope it.
I want to ask you, Lacie, you and Thornton are both amazing, award-winning singer-songwriters in your own right, each one of you individually. What was it made you want to co-author this book?
Well, co-authoring is fun, number one. You get to feed off of each other. Sometimes, most of the time, the whole is greater than the parts of the sum, as in we say in psychology. Two heads are better than one, basically.
Right.
We can feed off of each other. Mary, you can just throw out an idea and boom, there's another million ideas that he comes up with, or vice versa. We just kind of hit it off with this idea about hit songwriting, because he is a hit songwriter. I'm not a hit songwriter per se. I'm a hit instrumentalist with songs that have won some awards. But with that, that difference, we also had, the psychology portion of it, because I do teach psychology, but he has worked with, I don't even know how many, 40 years plus.
Yes, he's been with a lot of people. It's funny. It's fun to work with him. It really is, because I remember when we first met, and it's like the creativity. It's like this. If you had these glasses on and you could see the atoms freaking out when you get into a conversation, and all that explosion of creativity happening, and it's so exciting. And the exciting thing also is that, you're a doer, I'm a doer, Thornton is a doer, and not just a talker. And there's so many talkers in all kinds of creative business and business period. And Burgetti's a doer. And so, it's like, this is what we want to do, and we're going to do it. We don't necessarily know exactly the formula or how we're going to do it, but we know that we're supposed to do this and we're going to move forward. And so it's very exciting to be in that kind of energy and to have those formulas come together. It's just an amazing experience to have.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. It's the same thing, that though you can just see everything happening.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like Bridgetti and I in this show.
It explodes.
Yes.
It explodes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm just honored to be a part of, of this book and any of the books that I get to write with anyone or
Yes.
songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just, it's fun. I love
it. Is fun.
So what are your 2 top tips out of the book that people will find?
Oh wow.
Is that a tough one?
That's a toughie. You know what? I'm gonna look through the book. I'm gonna look through the book.
There you go. Just pick a page, right? Just pick a page.
I'm gonna pick Michelle Weiss Maslin. She's from LA. She's one of my favorite writers and producers. She says faith and belief matter a whole lot. There are many, many haters and bullies trying to bring others down. Basically, that way they can think they will get ahead faster. So one must not listen to all that negativity and have faith and belief in themselves to keep the strength and dream and keep moving always forward. So faith and belief is a big thing throughout this whole book. I was really amazed at the whole faith and belief question because Thornton and I, we arranged these questions to make these songwriters, psychotherapists, pediatricians, and producers think a little bit harder about where they've come from and where they've been and where they are now. But so faith and belief, and I'm going to choose one more. I'm going to choose one more person. I'll choose Bart Herbison, who is the executive director of NSAI right here in Nashville, Nashville Songwriters Association International. I would say practice is essential. Practice. I'm just going to leave it at that. Practice and patience is key. This is a hurry up and wait industry. You write, you think you have a great song, you start pushing it out there, you start making the demo, you get it pitched, and then you wait. And then they say, oh, we're going to do this song, we love this song, and then you wait more. So you have to practice, keep practicing your craft, but also practice your patience. I think that is super, super key throughout this entire book. Practice, faith, and belief.
Oh, I agree.
Wow.
100%. Absolutely. Hey, I know.
Right there. That was just
I know.
A few sentences.
That's amazing. Hey, Bridgetti, I don't know if Lacie can do it, but do you want to play something for like a minute?
Sure. What do you want me to play?
I don't know. We've never had anybody play their instrument on because you're a woman of many talents. So what about that, Bridgetti?
Oh, why not? Go for it. It'll be awesome. It's just completely unplanned.
Or do you want me to play my fiddle?
Oh, I want you to play your fiddle. I love to hear you sing too, but she's awesome on the fiddle. Let's just say that.
Everybody seems to like this tune, so I'll go with this one. It's a little old town. Well, it's a bluegrass tune called Gold Rush.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Bravo. Oh my gosh.
That was really awesome.
Thank you.
Oh
That's
We've
my
what
never
you want
God.
to
had
get.
someone do that on the show before, so
I know.
that was an absolute first. Brilliant.
I'm a ball of energy.
Yes. Can you that you know what that is like a theme song for getting the kids ready and out the door to school. That's the theme song.
There we go. I should
Gotta
make a
go.
whole children's album.
Absolutely. This is the we gotta get out the door to school song.
Yes. Gold Rush.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Oh my gosh. How fast can you put your shoes on? Pick up the pace. The music's going, you know.
Yep. Keep getting faster and faster and faster.
I think so. I think it'd be great. Just as long as nobody falls down the stairs, right? We're good.
Right. Right. We want to keep it safe, but they need to hurry.
Yes, right. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
That was
goodness. Beautiful.
awesome.
Lacie, how can people reach out to you? Where can they find you and how can they connect with you? Where can
I
they
am
buy the
all over.
book? Where can they
Yeah.
buy the
Yes.
book and get your music?
Yes. Yeah, I am all over social media. I am on Facebook, which is just Lacie Carpenter or Lacie Carpenter Music, and it's LACIE. You know, I'm on Twitter. I think it's I'm a fiddler. Like I am a fiddler.
Yeah.
I'm not super active on Twitter, but I'm getting there. My Instagram is pretty much blowing up now. It is Fiddlin' Lacie.
Finland Lacey. Yes, I follow you.
Fiddlin' Lacie. FIDDLIN Lacie. All one word, all lower caps. I have just my website is laciecarpentermusic.com. That's where you can find my music. You can listen to some free stuff. You can buy my CD. There's a link on there so you can click on to go straight to Amazon to get the book. You can buy the book on Amazon. You can buy it now at Target online.
Oh.
And I know we just got the email from that.
Oh, you're big time, girl.
I know, hitting Target, you know.
Yeah, Target. Yeah.
Target, it's fancy. You can get it on Barnes and Noble, of course. You said that you can find it at Barnes and Noble here in Nashville. I have not gone to Barnes and Noble
Yeah.
here.
In the music section.
In the music section, go find it if you're local. But you can also buy it on Barnes and Noble online, which is probably it's awesome. Go to Barnes and Noble, go to Amazon, Target. Soon it will be on Walmart.com, which would be fantastic. It's pretty much everywhere. My music is on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, but you can, and also CD Baby. You can get a physical copy of my CD, Nothing Is Real, as a physical copy on CD Baby or through my website. That's my
Yeah, I know. That's one. I
Fantastic.
love that picture. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Angela Talley is amazing, and so is Lisa Proctor, who did my hair and makeup. I wish they were here to do my hair and makeup right now.
That is
I do
amazing.
too.
We're just about out of time, but I want to end up with 2 or 3 quick fun questions. Are you a morning or an evening person?
I'm an evening person.
She's in the music business. They're up all night and sleep most of the day, right?
Yeah.
Everyone I know is like that. Yeah. Turn the lights off.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Go purple.
Wow. Okay. And my final question, are you a paper or plastic kind of person and why?
A paper or plastic person?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The question that
I'm
stumped.
very green. So I do work with plastic. I am a plastic person. I am not ashamed to admit it. I use plastic bags and use plastic drinking bottles and straws. So
There you go.
I'm not ashamed, but I also don't litter, so that's a good thing.
Okay, that's a good thing.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Not to litter, not to throw it in the ocean.
Yes, and I do recycle.
Okay, there you go. You got it
there we
covered.
go.
Your bases are covered.
We've got you
My
covered.
bases are covered.
Yeah.
Lacie, it was amazing having you on the show today. Thank you so much for giving us a bit of your time, and wishing you and Thornton all the best with your book. I know it's going to be an absolute hit. And thank you.
Thank
We'll
you
have to-
so much. This was such a joy to be on here.
I'm so glad you were on. And yes, we have to have you and Thornton come back on together and talk about other things that are coming up. And because there's always stuff coming up in the works. And, we're super excited. So, everybody out there, go check out Lacie Carpenter. She could be a new favorite author, a new favorite singer, and fiddler and violinist. And she plays guitar too. I've heard her play guitar.
So thank you, everyone. A huge big thank you to our audiences on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Periscope. It was great having you here. If you've got any questions for Lacie, pop them in the comments and we'll get back to them later. Lacie, don't go anywhere. Wait for us in the green room. So from me in Cape Town in South Africa, have a fantastic day further, everyone. And we'll see you back same time, same place next week on the Writers' Corner live show.
Yes. Bye-bye from Nashville.